All right. Well, welcome everyone. I know it says Donna Landy on the screen, but this is actually Claudia Bazar. And I am not showing my face today because it's very late and yeah, I'm in my PJs. Anyways, so welcome everyone. This is our February 2nd, first directed bound call for the month of February. And I know there's some of you that, have been on this for a week or two, some of you, a couple weeks. But again, we always have to start fresh and start from the beginning and just, sometimes we have to repeat each other and repetition is key. So before we get started, we always want to start every directed bound call every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time with some good news. So I want to hear from you guys for a couple minutes. Did you have a great January? Did you do anything to step out of your comfort zone? Did you have a good party? Maybe did you sign up, your recruit, or what's something that you're excited about that happened in your business?
I can start.
Yeah, go ahead, Belinda.
I had a really good month. I had a little over 3,000, and those were 3 virtuals and 1 dinner's done. And I have, I think, 8 shows lined up for this month.
Belinda, this is your month.
And I, stepped out of my comfort zone a lot more with just like, like you had said, I think it was you or somebody had said, like, instead of saying, oh, do you like Pampered Chef, like explain it more and not just leave it at that. Mm-hmm. And then I actually got one of our male teachers that ended up ordering like the pie pan and some other things. And he's like really excited about it. So, yeah, so I've had a really good month right now. I was just setting up some shows right now and figuring out when they were going to close. But yeah, my virtual shows went really well and people are really liking those. And I had done one before, but it definitely was a hit, and I'm excited for the freebies. And I love the rock rock. So I've been doing a lot of live videos too, stepping out of my comfort zone there. And people can see that on my virtual. And yeah, I booked quite a bit from January into February for the rock rock. So
good. So who's your upline director?
I have Penny Meek.
Okay, so you want to make sure, with 8 shows on your calendar that this early in the month, you want to make sure you talk to her before and after every party so you can maximize that.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Congratulations. Who else has some good news?
I did my first cooking show last week.
Yay, Nancy. How did it go?
They said it was fantastic. So if they would just follow through with the saying yes about being recruited, because I had 5 that said that they wanted to talk about, and I've met with them, but they're still thinking.
Okay. Yeah, so sometimes, we planned our seeds and we just got to keep checking in with them. But, if we can do a 3-way call with them, I would love to help on that. Or make sure you add them to the work from home group too, so they can always see what's, going on with Pampered Chef.
That would be nice.
Yeah, and the other tip, guys, by the way, if you have someone that's on the fence and they're thinking about it, maybe, okay, so Nancy, while you're thinking about if this business is for you, it might not be, it might, let's at least schedule a party, and that way you can decide if you want to take the kit credit or you don't. But at least you're going to get a party out of it. And normally, because they're already having a party, they're more likely to say, okay, you know what, I'll just buy the kit.
Well, I did have one at a virtual party today that messaged me and said that she'd like to meet with me. This is a completely different one, took me from left field. That she's a stay-at-home mom with 4 kids, and she'd like to talk to me about it. So we're supposed to meet this week. She's going to call me and let me know what day is good for her. Soccer starts this week. So
yeah, perfect. Yeah, and you can meet with them, or we can just do a 3-way call, like easy peasy. I don't know if anyone's on that's done a 3-way call with me, but most of the time, if you can get them on the phone, we're pretty likely to get them to join. So awesome. So did you have a good time at your first cooking show?
Yes, I did. I only cut 1 finger, and one young lady burned her finger, but it was fun. It was. I think I told you about. I prayed all the way there because I'd watched all these videos and read all this material and just decided, okay, God, I'm going to introduce myself, say what I like about it, what I'm enjoying, why I like selling it, and my favorite products, and go from there. And it ended up being a 3-hour party. because they were having such a good time on the cooking.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you had a very good first party. Awesome. And congratulations on, I know you watch lots of YouTube and take every training, so that's awesome. You just absorb everything, and you're not going to be able to remember everything, but there's going to be that moment where you're like, oh, I remember that. I'm going to implement it. So awesome. Who else wants to share?
I would. It's partially good news, but it's not in a real good way. I talked to 54 cold contacts, but I didn't get any bookings.
Okay, so what do you mean by cold contacts?
Went through the grocery store and saw some people buying some stuff and had a minute, and I said, oh, I was shopping for dinner, and they said, yeah, and I said, oh, me too. And I had my season's best book with me, and I'd say, hey, what do you think about making something like this? Oh. And then I said, well, I'm part of Pampered Chef, and I like doing shows, helping people have parties at their house. And then when I call them back, they're not interested, or they don't know if they want to do it or not still. And I call them back a couple times.
So you got their information?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's good. That's a very good first step for sure. So maybe what you can try is you could call them back and just, maybe sometimes it's hard when people don't know us, and you're like, okay, invite me over to your house. And they're like, I don't know who this person is, right? So what you can do is first maybe try and build that relationship and say, hey, can I mail your catalog? Or, can I add you to my newsletter? Or, I have a group on Facebook. Can I add you to that? And maybe once you a lot of times, if you add them to Facebook and they add you, they kind of see that you have that you're like a real person with a family, and just kind of maybe try and establish that relationship first before you ask them to have a party. The other thing you can do too is while you're out and about, as you're collecting these contacts, you can say, hey, once a week I do a drawing, or once a month I do a drawing for everyone that I meet while I'm out and about. So then you can call them and you can say, hey, you want a free cooking show. So what that means is I will bring all the ingredients for the recipe. You just got to invite some friends over for a fun night out. I have the 25th and 14th available. When can I pencil you in?
Okay, I will try some of that. And I know it's a little more challenging because when I talk to the girls, they're like, why is this guy talking to me?
Yeah, that could be, that's why I just maybe focus on them getting, you getting to know them and them getting to know you too first. Or maybe have an event every other month where, you teach a cooking class and you could invite them over for that and they can bring a friend.
Well, that's a good idea. Yeah, I could do that. That way I'd be home with my family and do one.
Yeah. And you can even say, hey, me and my wife are here. We're having people over for Italian night out, and I would love for you to see the new stuff that Pampered Chef has to offer. Okay, awesome. But that very good for talking to so many people and getting their contacts. That's a big step that lots of people don't do. So good job. Awesome. Who else? Anyone else?
What my directors have been telling me.
Yeah.
Claire and Rachel have been great. So
yeah.
Them on my toes.
And you want to keep talking to your directors. That's a big key. Yeah. Awesome. Who else? Anyone else?
Pick me.
Yay, Christy, go.
Okay, so I just closed the party and I got her the double free, so that was exciting. And I booked 3 parties off of her party.
Yay!
So I only have 1 slot for this month that I can actually add to, like to fill.
And it's a good problem to have.
And then next month I already have 4 parties for next month. So I have a couple more that I want to get, but that'll be too easy.
Okay, awesome. Good job. Congratulations. So you have a almost full February?
Yeah, for real.
Oh.
It's a little crazy though because I'm used to doing kind of 1 party at a time, and I get really into my virtual parties, and then at one point this week I had 3 going on at once, and I was like, oh my gosh, the notifications, and I can't talk to everyone, and
Yeah, so when you run 1 virtual party at a time, you should at least run 2 or 3, really, because you're doing the same thing over and over, right? So,
I
but
know, but it's a lot.
I know, but don't feel like when your notifications are going off that you have to go in and immediately check if someone tagged you or commented on a picture. Find a time once a day that works for you where you go in and just open the party and go through the posts and see who commented, you comment back. So don't feel like just because the notifications are going off, you have to immediately respond.
Can I
don't immediately
something?
respond, but I try pretty quick, so it's not like I'm MIA too.
Yeah, but remember this, you want to make sure that your job looks easy too. And if you're always responding, they're going to be like, oh, wow, if I do this, I'm going to have to be on here like 24/7.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
Okay,
Because I had
gotcha.
someone tell me the other day, they're like, oh my God, you're like on fire. You're posting in the morning, you're posting at night. And I was like, well, technically it's an auto program. I'm not posting anything. And they were like, oh, that I can do.
Right.
You know, so don't feel like you have to be there 24/7.
Okay, awesome.
Can I make a suggestion for you too?
Yeah, go ahead, Ashley.
What I do with my Facebook parties, like especially if it's coming through on my phone, I don't have like the pictures and stuff, like the winners pictures and the, the things like that I post into it. So if I'm doing it on my phone, like with the tickets especially, I'll comment that they're getting whatever tickets for it, and then I'll take a screenshot of it. And then when I get home, after I mark down whatever pictures that I've taken screenshots of, then I'll delete the picture out of my phone. But if I see where I can't comment or reply to whatever is going on, I'll leave those notifications as unopened. That way when I get home and I'm scrolling down them on my computer, I can see, okay, I didn't open this one, or this one. I know I need to open those and take care of them.
Good idea. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. All right. Anyone else have any good news to share? Anything you tried? Kiki joined us. Yay. Hey, Kiki, it's Claudia. I know it says Donna, but it's Claudia. So you're on your first Zoom. Yay. Look at you. See, we don't bite. Awesome. So, okay. So we're going to go over the requirements for the director bound, of course. So this workbook right here is in the files in the director bound group. So if you've been in this program for 4+ weeks, you can just, I'm hearing myself double. Can you guys mute yourself on the bottom left? I feel like I'm hearing myself twice. Oh, hold on. Oh, I think that's better. Nope, I still hear myself. Okay, I'm gonna mute everyone that's not muted. Okay, whew, okay, that's better. All right, anyways, so in the director bound group, there is this director bound file under the files, and I want to make sure you all print it out. If you printed it out for last month, print it out again so you have the new updated tracker. So this is basically like your 101 guide to promoting to director. Directorship, some people do it in 30 days, some people do it in 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, a year, whenever you're ready. But once you really put your head to it and once you really work on a consistent show schedule, some of you have already been telling me they have like 8 to 10 shows booked. You really want to kick it up a notch. And if you already have 8 to 10 shows right now, I highly encourage you to add a couple more because you can promote this month. It's as easy as that to just, set it up and say, I'm going for it. So this is the little booklet. So the first thing we want to talk about is, what do directors get? Directors. So first I'll have you guys share. So why do you guys want to be a director? Maybe some of the perks that are like highlighted on here. So anyone want to share why you want to be a director?
I want to get the leads from headquarters.
Yes, so directors get home office leads, and what that means is if someone goes to pamperedchef.com and looks for a local consultant to book a party or join their team or place an order, only directors will show up. If people go to pamperedchef.com and just place an order and maybe they don't even want to be contacted by anyone, if it's someone local to you, Pampered Chef will automatically send these orders to local directors. So a lot of times during the holidays, we get, anywhere from $200 to $3,000 in sales just showing up we get paid on them. We don't even have to do anything for it. But, you know, it's really great when someone looks for someone to book a party or join their team. Only local directors show up. So that is a big, big wahoo. It's awesome. Anyone else want to share? Why do you want to be a director? What perks are you looking forward to getting?
I personally want to move up so that I can have a team. I just like the idea of having a team under me. But even bigger than that, I am using my Pampered Chef money. I'm saving it to buy a house this year. So the more I have under me and the more people that are selling with me, the more I can make, the more I can save, the more I can put it towards a house.
That's right. So as a director and above, you know, we get overrides on our team. And we also get a $10 activity bonus for everyone that's active on our team. So when you have 5 people active, you'll get an extra $50 plus override. So yes, as a director, the first entry level, you know, with Pampered Chef, you will start making more money. Awesome. Anything else? Anyone else want to share? How about the Pampered Chef dollars? Anyone excited about 250 Pampered Chef dollars?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I want the director box that you got that you keep teasing us with.
Oh, yes. And you're going to get the exact same director box. And it's really good. Well, actually, it's 3 boxes. The last one with the big item just came a couple of days ago. So, yes, when you promote to director, you know, if you promote this month, next month, whenever, before the fall products, obviously, Pampered Chef is going to send you most of the new spring products for free. It's like, we love it. It's like Christmas every 6 months. And the best part is, you know, directors get to earn them too during the free for all. So a lot of times we have doubles. So we can give them away to our team, or, you know, encourage our team. Maybe we'll do a little challenge or whatever, but that's how we're able to give away, you know, extra product as well. And back to the 250 Pampered Chef dollars, I want to make sure that I hope all of you guys are going to conference in August. Conference registration is normally $200 or 200 Pampered Chef dollars. So when you do promote to director, you know, maybe save up that so you can go to conference and not have to pay for registration as well. We also earn incentive trips, but we need less points. So as a director, you need less points to earn an incentive trip. So if that's one of your goals this year, 2 shows a week, no matter what, we'll get you an incentive trip. We'll also promote you, but you'll need less points as well. And back to conference, when you do go to conference and you are a new director, you can't even imagine what that's going to feel like. And I don't think we have any of our new directors on, but you know, they are treated like royalty. Everyone cheers them on. It's so exciting. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. You know, people are cheering them on. You get to walk across stage as a new director, and it's just so fun and rewarding, because you know what? Maybe there's, in your regular 9-to-5 job or stay-at-home mom or whatever you do, maybe there's not the recognition that you're looking for, that recognition. And you know, going to a conference is definitely one of those moments, which is, yeah, amazing. So okay, so some of you might be still in your first 90 days. So even if your 90 days ended on February 1st, you actually have until the whole month of February to promote to director to earn your fast track bonus. If they end March 1st, you have all of March, you know, April, all of April. So even if it says like April 15th, it's just the month that you have to promote by to earn the fast track bonus. So when you promote to director in your first 90 days, you get a $500 cash bonus from Pampered Chef. That's a lot of extra money. And then when you maintain your director status for the next 3 months, which means you get paid as a director for the next 3 months after you promote, you get an additional $500. And when you promote a director yourself in your first 6 months and you move up to advanced director, you get $1,000 bonus. So you have a chance to earn up to $2,000 cash in your first 6 months. Okay, so let's talk about how you're going to get there, right? So step by step by step, or from 0 to director. We've done it all, okay? So who knows what you need in order to become a director? Anybody?
I'm sorry, I missed it. What was the question?
What do you need to become a director?
5
need-
people under you.
I need 4 more people under me,
You need
Yeah,
4,
right.
yes.
and I need $1,250 for myself, and then $4,000, I think it is, for the whole team.
Close, yes. So you need a total of 5 team members on your team. It doesn't matter if you bring on those 5 people. You could bring on 1 person, and all of a sudden that 1 person brings on 4 people. One way or another, you need to have 5 people on your team. For the month that you're going to promote, each one of these 5 team members needs to be active, which means they have to have at least $150 in sales in, okay? So, which most of the time they do because they are new, right? If you have 0 team members, you can totally go from 0 to 5. You won't believe it, but you can. And normally they're new consultants. They're having a launch party, catalog shows, cooking shows. You know, they're launching their business, so they're easily going to be active. So 5 active people on your team plus you for the month you want to promote. You yourself have to submit at least $750 in sales, which I will tell you that's like the bare minimum. As a director, you should be selling at least $2,000-3,000 a month, you know, to always keep growing. And all of you guys together have to sell a total of $5,000. Okay, so 5 people on your team, $5,000 total. All those 5 people need to be active. Are there any questions about that? No? Okay.
I have a question. You said
Yes.
active, is that 150?
That's 150.
150, okay.
Yeah. So let's say, you know, maybe they're having a hard time or whatever. They could just get 2 online orders, right? 75, boom, they're active. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a show. Of course, we want them to have more. So I can't turn this around, but this is what this looks like. This is the 90-day to director formula for success. So you can promote ideally in 90 days, but we can do this a lot faster too if you're up for a challenge. So we've promoted people in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or up. But the key to this is to have 8 parties on your schedule. I cannot stress enough that if you want to be a director, you really need to get in the habit of 2 shows a week, no matter what, whether they're virtual, freeze-a-meal, however you do them, 2 shows a week, no matter what. Okay, we'll get you anything you want in this business. So when you have 8 parties booked, if you look right here, when you have 8 parties booked on your calendar, so let's say that's, you know, February, I'm already a month ahead. February, so let's say in February you have 8 parties booked, right? 2 of them, on an average, about 20% of the shows will book or reschedule. That is normal. They will cancel, or there's a snowstorm, or the kids are sick, or they have the flu. It happens, okay? So when you book 8 shows, you're gonna hold about 8. So if you want to actually hold 8, you should book 10. You should always book 2 more. So with 6 parties, let's say you do 6 parties, right? And you have about 10 parties, 10 guests at a party. Could be virtual parties, right? 10 people that order from a virtual party. So that means you're going to be in front of or seeing virtually or having 60 contacts virtually in about 30 days, okay? Now, a third of those people are going to take home information about how Pampered Chef can work for them. Or a third of those people might, you know, be in a Facebook message conversation with you through a virtual party on talking about Pampered Chef business. So that's about 20 people that will express interest in joining. But just like Nancy said, right, she talked to 5 people, not everyone is ready right away. So a third of those people, again, are going to agree to have a 3-way call with your director, or they're going to agree to come to one of your local meetings, or they're going to agree to have a 3-way conversation on Facebook you know, with you and your director, or they, you know, that you can add them to the work from home group, something like that. And then a third of those will actually join your team and say, yes, I'm ready, sign me up. So by holding 8 shows, by booking 8 shows and holding 6, you should be signing about 2 people per month. And I will tell you, the more consistent you do it, that number is probably gonna go up. And when you do this consistently, when you hold 6 shows a month consistently, and you do that for 90 days, right? There's 6 people that just joined your team. Okay. And from those 6 people, a third of them will actually bring in another team member or 2 as well, because, you know, they're gonna talk to people about the business as well. So again, you know, if you want to do it this month and you already have 8 parties booked, but maybe you have 0 team members yet, I highly encourage you to, if you already have 8, go for 10. You know, if you have 4, go for 6. Step it up a notch. The more shows you do, the quicker this is going to go. Does that make sense? Because you're just going to be in front of enough people. It's just a numbers game. The more people you see, the more people are going to book, the more people are going to join your team. It's as easy as that. And the more parties you have, the less likely those cancellations, reschedules, you know, maybe a virtual party doesn't qualify, the less it's going to affect you and really bother you, because you know you have plenty. You have a pool of plenty enough parties. So if you have 12 virtual parties, 2 don't qualify, oh well, I still have 10, right? So you know, one of my best tips is just overbook yourself as much as you can. Maybe take 1 month where you're like, oh my God, this was a lot, but I guarantee you it's going to feed March, April, May. It's just going to feed the next 90 days for you as well. Any questions about the 90 days to director formula? Okay. So one of the most important things that you guys should be doing during this director bound call, and some of you have been doing this because you've been in this program before, is to track your results. Okay, every successful business tracks the result every month, every day, every year. And you also, you know, you want to use this. There's 3 months on here, month 1, month 2, month 3. And we love when you guys send this to us directors, when you have your weekly coaching calls with your director, because we can really look at numbers and say, okay, you know, you had this many party. We can really see it right away. You know, what are some area of opportunities that we maybe could tweak a little bit to get the results that we want. And I think it's kind of like just writing it down, black and white, right? So maybe you're like, oh my God, I feel like I've worked this whole month, but maybe you only had 3 parties. You know, maybe it just felt like it was a lot, but really it wasn't. Or maybe you're like, the first month, right? Like Christy said, I think she said she has 8 parties. Nancy said she has 8 parties. Fill this out so we can see what kind of pattern are we, you know, which directions are we going to. So I highly, highly encourage you guys to fill this out, and I highly encourage you to have weekly calls with your director. The director bound group is there to give you all the resources, to support you, to give you guys accountability, but that one-on-one talk with your director, that, you know, check in before, after every party, is key to your success. Okay, you really, really need to be doing that. It's just a must. And what you want to write right here, you know, you want to track your recruits as they join. It's just kind of having that puzzle piece there. You know, directorship is a big puzzle piece. And when you write it down like this, you know, your name, your first recruit, maybe on the side you'll write the 5,000 that you need, you write a little countdown. It's really just a matter of having it in front of you and working every day to bring this puzzle piece together. And one of the most important things is knowing why you want this. Why do I want to be a director? Why do I want extra income? Why do I want to lead a team? Because that why, when things don't go so well, or, you know, a party doesn't qualify, or you have an unhappy host or customer, and you're like, or you're sick, and maybe you really, you know, don't want to get out of bed, that why is going to make you get out of bed when you don't want to. It's going to make you do the things you don't want to do. So that why is very, very important. So can you guys share some of your whys? Why do you want to be the next director?
I just want to have a team. I like working with people and just being able to share my passion with a team.
Okay, good. So you want to be helping your team get whatever they want, right? Okay. Anyone else?
I want to be a leader again. I miss it. I've been retired from the military and I was a senior and had a bunch of team under me and I miss it. So I want to become a team leader again and have a bunch of people where I can lead and show them how the ways to become financially free or to pay off them bills that they had lingered by, or just have the fun with the family in the kitchen, just lead them to their right direction.
Good. So you want to inspire and lead others to their success. Awesome. I love it. Anyone else? I don't know, Ashley, are you still on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Do you want to share your why with your house?
Well, we lived in an apartment when I had Aaron. I had him in January of 2014. And Kyle's brother-in-law moved in with us for a while. And he was helping us with the rent. And the rent went up. And then he moved out. And it got really, really tight. So we actually decided to come stay on my grandma's property. We've been living in her fifth wheel slide-out camper for about 2 years now. So, you know, it's small. It's a lot smaller than what we want. But when we moved in, Aaron was really little, so he wasn't really that mobile yet. So it didn't really affect him space-wise. But now he's getting bigger, and his toys and his clothes are taking over. And, you know, originally we came just to help my grandma for a few months too, you know, pay the camper payment instead of having to pay the rent in the apartment. And we were going to try and find a house. We haven't found nothing yet, but this year my grandmother, her and my papa are going to be building a house. So we are actually going to be buying their house. So we are trying to save up because we're still, even though she's grandma, we're still doing it, you know, the right way. And we're going to go through the bank and get the mortgage and all that good stuff because it's going to build our credit too. So that's the main goal for this year, is buying a house. So as a director, you know, directors on average, I would say, make anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a month, right? So what would an extra $1,500 a month mean to you and your family, Ashley? Well, right now that would be great. Aaron is 3, so he cannot start public school yet, but I've been looking into other schools that he can start, and that would cover the tuition, because with him being younger, it's a tuition school. I mean, that I couldn't tell you how much that would help. I don't know. It really, honestly, just being so tight for the last couple of months, and, you know, just getting in with Pampered Chef and getting it going, to be able to have the extra money to where we can just get in the car and go to the park, or, you know, go take Aaron to Chuck E. Cheese, or whatever the case may be. Just having that financial freedom where we're not, you know, sorry, son, we can't go do this today because we just don't have it right now. It sucks having to tell him that. And I know he doesn't really understand that, but I know that, and I understand it. And it really hurts to tell your 3-year-old that we can't go to the park because we don't have gas to get there.
So how would that make you feel if you could give him anything he wanted?
Oh, God. I mean, I'm not going to spoil him. He's going to know the value of $1, but it'd be really nice to be able to let him go to the park and play, or go, you know, do whatever he's wanting to do. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's only 3, but he's very good. He knows his manners. He's very smart. So I really like to treat him whenever we can. It just hasn't been that often the last couple of months. So to be able to treat him would be very nice.
And what do you think, who would be most proud of you if you were to pull in an extra $1,500 every single month or
Well,
more?
obviously I would be, because like I said, he doesn't understand the difference of it, but I would feel so much better about our family knowing that we could have the financial freedoms to just be able to do the things we want to do.
Yeah. Awesome. So, and guys, I just kind of took you through this just because it's like it's like a goosebump story, and whatever your reason might be, leading a team, bringing in the extra income, I really want you to think about how will that impact my family? If I were to do this consistently and every, 7th of the month, if I would have an extra $2,000 plus, I mean, the sky's the limit, right? How would that impact you and your family, and what could that do for you and your family? And that kind of brings me to the belief circle, right, or belief triangle right here, which really, when you believe that you can do this, when you believe that you can be the next director, when you believe that you can be successful with Pampered Chef, that is going to determine your actions. Okay, that's going to get you out there, ask questions, book parties, set up three-way conversations. That's just kind of, starting to pedal, okay? Because you believe you can do it, you're going to do the things, you're going to take actions that are needed in order to be successful. And those actions right here, they're just going to feed your results because you're working so hard, getting parties booked, setting up conversations, doing vendor events, whatever you're doing, listening to training, participating in Zoom calls. That is going to feed your results. That is going to result in, I think Belinda said, a $3,000 a month. That is going to result, like Nancy said, her first cooking show with 5 potential recruit leads. And because that is producing results, that is just going to feed your belief again, saying, oh yeah, this is actually working. If I show up for work every day and I do what it takes, I'm going to get the results that I need. Okay, so this is a good thing to print out and just put it somewhere because it really works. Because if you're thinking nobody wants to have a party, nobody wants to join my team, everybody wants to eat out for dinner, nobody wants to cook at home, then you're not going to book anything. Because even when you ask people, you're in your head, you're like, they're going to say no anyways. They don't want to have a party, all right? And that's going to turn into, well, not as many shows as you want to, okay? So believe in what you're doing. Believe in Pampered Chef. Believe in the opportunity that you have. Believe in the opportunity that you have to change people's lives. Some of you have been in the business a week or two. Some of you, months, years, I don't know. But just think about what Pampered Chef has done for you so far and how that could, change other people's lives, right? So what I want you guys to think about, in the next couple of days, I want you to rate your belief on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is slow, 10 is high. Do you believe in the products that Pampered Chef offers? And there's many more to come. You'll find it tomorrow. Do you believe we have the best host opportunity out there for our hosts? Do you believe that we have the best business opportunity for people to come on board, make extra money, get their product? Do you believe in the company? Do you believe in what Pampered Chef does? And most importantly, do you believe in yourself? And do you believe in others when they join your team? So, your goal should be to be as close to a 10 as possible. And the things that maybe you aren't a 9 or a 10, you really want to think about what can I do to bring that belief up. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick. Oh, there it is. So what do you guys think of the belief? Where are you sitting with the belief triangle and believing in yourself and believing in what we have to offer?
I believe in myself. I believe in what we have to offer, and I believe in Pampered Chef.
There you go. That's what I want to hear. Anyone else? Does anyone have something they're struggling with?
I struggle with myself, which a lot of people don't understand, but if I had more time, I could explain where I'm coming from.
If you say that again, if you had more time.
To explain what I am overcoming, all I can say is I was medically discharged from the military, and there's a lot of self-building my therapists are helping me help with as well.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And I, a lot of times, sometimes when we don't believe in ourselves, it really helps when you have an accountability partner, when you have your director, your upline. We are here to believe in you. Every single one of you guys already that I heard is capable of taking this business to the next level. You are all here tonight and it's Super Bowl. Either you don't care or you just like us so much that you wanted to be on. Every single one of you guys can do it. It's just a matter of deciding in your head that that's what you want. And that's really all it takes, is just saying, you know what, this is it. I have shows. This is the month to do it. That's all it takes. Just that determination and working as hard as you can until all the puzzle pieces come together. So just real quick, I wanted to go over the Direct-A-Bond group again, and for some of you this is the first time. So every Sunday night at 9 p.m. there is a call like today, a Direct-A-Bond call, and every week we go through different trainings and challenges and stuff like that. Every Tuesday we do a post that's called Try a Tuesday, and it's just something to get you guys thinking outside of the box, try something new, get you out of your comfort zone. Every Wednesday's Wow Wednesdays, or every Wednesday we want to hear from you. What did you do that excited you? Did you have a good party? Did you sign your first recruit? Did you, earn the free-for-all or whatever? We want to hear from you. Every Thursday, we do a couple posts about people that on our team that have promoted to directorship, and their situation and how they got there. Just because everyone is so different. And Friday Facts, we post your stats, okay? We post where your sales are, we post how many team members you have, how many more you need active, just to kind of see where everyone is, okay? Who's close, who's not close, who needs help, things like that. And then every Saturday, we post like a Google form that we want you to fill out by Sunday, 6 p.m. So by Sunday before the next call, we want you to fill it out. And that just kind of helps us see, how many shows you have, what are you working on, and things like that. And then, of course, the most important thing is make sure, if you want to promote to director, that you set up weekly coaching calls with your director so we can just make sure that things are moving the way they're supposed to be moving and that they're moving forward, and that we're talking before and after every party, just so we can immediately analyze things. And then we just want you to be active in the group, okay? This is your accountability group. Some of you have been in the group for a couple weeks. You're probably already connecting with other people. Share if there's something you're trying that worked, or if you're looking for someone that's maybe in the same situation in you, stay-at-home mom, retired, whatever, go out there and ask and find that person. But I cannot stress enough that you need to talk to your director all the time, okay? Especially when you're like, yes, I'm ready, February is the month. What we like to say is we attach ourselves like Velcro to you, okay? We're gonna become like best friends. We're gonna talk all the time because we wanna know exactly what's going on to make sure that everything's going the way it's supposed to. And keep filling out the tracker, the monthly tracker. Track it every single month. Gosh, you should be tracking your business all the time. And, really think about when you do your virtual parties or your cooking parties, who, first of all, did I ask my host, what did my host say when I offered her the opportunity? And who from this party would be a great consultant? you know, at your cooking show? Who's talking about the products all the time? Who loves the product? Who's right there, you know, cooking? Virtual parties, you know, who's asking a lot of questions? Who's posting all the time? Who's sharing all their favorite products? You know, who would be that person that you want on your team? So be intentional. Keep your eyes very open. Be intentional about everyone hosting a show, someone, you know, everyone asking questions about the business. And then the other key is make sure you get 2 bookings from every show, no matter what. And here's the reason why. One of them will replace the show you just had, and the other one is going to make you grow. And we all are here tonight because you want to grow. So if you, for some reason, have one party and you're not getting your 2 shows, you need to go find them somewhere else. Go, you know, call people, do a booking blitz, text, Facebook Messenger, whatever. You don't stop until you have those 2 shows. And I can tell you that once you get in the habit of doing that, eventually you're going to have to book, you know, 6, 8, 10 weeks out because you are full. How would that be? Huh? How would that feel? If you had so many shows, you're going to be like, sorry, got to wait till March.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome, right? Yeah, so that completes our first call. You know, we went over the basics, what you need in order to become a director, and the requirements for the specific group that you're in. So we do have a couple minutes left. Are there any questions or anything you guys want to talk about?
I sold 1 brownie pan.
Yay! Yeah, we posted a cute little brownie pan challenge if you have not seen it. And you can do those challenges anytime. You know, hey, I've been challenged to sell 10 microwave vac cookers. I've been challenged to sell, you know, 10 spiralizers. That always boosts sales.
Well, the one that I sold it to, she has a cake business. She's already got 4 brownie pans, but she said for that deal, she couldn't pass it up. So.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Any questions? Any concerns? Everyone ready to rock and roll?
Always.
All right. Well, I hope to see all of you at, you know, attend your spring launch locally, virtually. You don't want to miss the new product launch. One advice, don't post about the new products until you're happy with your February, because otherwise everyone's going to wait till March. So don't post about it yet. Kind of keep it a secret. And schedule, you know, if you need another show, schedule a middle end of month February. We call it a last chance first glance party, where they have a last chance to get any discontinued items that are getting, you know, discontinued, and they have a chance to earn or to order the new products right away too. So you could do that virtually, or you could do it locally, or both as well. So that could be an extra show that you might be looking for. All right, anything else?
You said last chance, first glance?
Yes, last chance to look at the current products, the ones that get discontinued, and first chance to order the new products. So if you're having it, you know, at the end of February, you just collect the orders for the new products and submit it March 1st.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm having my mystery hostess party. It's March 1st.
Yeah, mystery hostess, whatever you want to do. Have your own party to introduce the new products. And you're all, if you were active in the last 3 months, you're all going to get some catalogs. So you should have all that, you know, to have some new catalogs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go rock it. Let's make it a fantastic February. And as always, your directors are just a phone call away. Bye, everyone.
Bye.